Hello friends, welcome to the MOOCs course on Buddhist tourism. I am Dr. Rajat Sanyal, Assistant Professor in Archaeology at the University of Calcutta. In this session, we are going to talk about Telhara and other Buddhist sites of Bihar. After watching this video, you will be able to realize that not only the famous sites like Nalanda, Bodh Gaya and Vikramashila are important in understanding the potential of Buddhist tourism in Bihar, but there are several other centers of Buddhism in early medieval Eastern India, and these are equally important members on the canvas of archaeology of Buddhism in our country. So let's begin with these lesser known sites in Bihar. South Bihar being the heart of the ancient Magadha country, it is no surprise that a large number of ancient archaeological sites have been discovered in the South Bihar plains, stretching from the Patna through the Bhagalpur area of southeastern Bihar to the adjoining fringe areas of the Chotanagpur plateau. Numerous Buddhist sites of southern Bihar are also well known and celebrated. Nalanda, Bodh Gaya and Bihar Sharif, which is identified almost unanimously with the monastic site of Odantapuri, attract lakhs of global pilgrim traffic throughout the year, but there are several other Buddhist sites in Bihar which have either not been properly investigated by archaeologists or are not known to the public because they have only recently been excavated. Today we will discuss some of them. These sites nevertheless can form not only subjects of academic interest but also be considered in building a large archaeological tourism circuit of Eastern India. Let us take a look at the problematic sites first and then the newly excavated yet improperly known sites. I will talk of 4 problematic sites. These are the Apanaka Mahavihara, the Yashovarma Deva Mahavihara, the Odantapuri Mahavihara and the Jayasena Deva Mahavihara. These are names of sites that have not been identified on the ground, but we have several clues to identifying them based on their references in different textual sources in epigraphic and textual database on Eastern India's early medieval period. Let's start with the Apanaka Mahavihara. This Apanaka Mahavihara is identified with the present site of Kurkihar, which is not far from Bodh Gaya, the most celebrated site of Buddhism in Eastern India, or rather in India. And it is a site of enormous interest, the site of Kurkihar on the other side of the Phalgu, because of its extensive sculptural repertoire. Large number of sculptures from Kurkihar have been reported. There are several mounds at Kurkihar. A large number of structures are there beneath these mounds, but unfortunately these have not been excavated. But it is almost unanimously identified with this site, and further excavation at the site can only prove or disprove the present identification. Next comes the Yashovarma Deva Vihara or Yashovarma Pura Mahavihara precisely. It finds its name in an inscription of the Pala period which was found from a site called Ghosrama, which is in the Bihar Sharif district not far from Nalanda. It's a cluster of 3 sites called Ghosrama, Tetrama and Haragawa. At Ghosrama, you see the entire site has been occupied, but at one part of this presently occupied site, one can see parts of a large mound and its sections. Actually, the whole village of Ghosrama stands on a mound. Here again, while the entire village of Ghosrama is presently occupied by modern habitation, one can see in one of the segments of the village, in sections, the existence of a large structural mound. Again, like Kurkihar, Ghosrama has also yielded a large number of Buddhist sculptures, plenty of them, and these have been published by several scholars over generations. So far, it has not been excavated. I recently visited the site. I found it very difficult to be excavated because, as I said, the entire village is now occupied. We have temples in the village, famous temples in the village where the images are kept. Many images have been taken from this site to different museums and collections across the world. The general identification of the Yashovarmapura Mahavihara is Ghosrama, because that inscription that records the name of Yashovarmapura Mahavihara was found at Ghosrama itself. Only future excavations can tell us in more details about the site. Next comes the site of Odantapuri. This again finds reference in a number of manuscripts and also inscription. This is generally identified with Bihar Sharif. But as you know, Bihar Sharif is a modern town and is badly occupied, is thickly occupied. So, there is no space for precise excavation and to locate precisely where the Odantapuri Mahavihara was there. But if we look at textual descriptions by Lama Taranatha, we realize that it was in dimension either similar or even larger than that located at Vikramashila. So, Odantapuri is one more site which is identified almost unanimously, but we cannot see this on ground. The fourth one is an intriguing name. This is the Jayasena Deva Mahavihara. This inscription, this monastery finds its name in one inscription, monastic sealing found from Antichak, the identified site of Vikramashila, where it records the name of Jayasena Deva Vihara. But we have so far no clue to identifying this. But shortly we will see that excavations in future will be able to provide important cues to identifying these sites. We will discuss two major Buddhist monastic sites in this section, but the second section, the second of these monastic sites, as you will see, has just come to light because of a close investigation on ground, archaeological investigation on ground of the structural mound at a site. Although the name of the monastery was known already from earlier sources, it was only the archaeological operations that have revealed the existence of this monastery. So, let us begin with these two new discoveries from Bihar.